It's time for the beeline. It's time for the beeline. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Live. Guess what? People. It's your boy, Brian B. Back with another episode of What Is That? New web show on the YouTube channel.
I mean, is it new?
Is it new? Tiff, we on, this is episode 24. Remember we used to start, we used to 1, 2, 3, we in the 20s and shit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your boy Brian B proudly brings to you the web show he created 3 months ago and counting, the Beeline Baby. And very first, before anything, sponsored by Railsway Catering. You got an event, you got a party, you got a wedding, you got something that you need food. Well, guess what? You're going to want to have that food done Railsway. Railsway Catering. He's making amazing food. Have you seen the pictures? Have you seen the commercials? Have you seen everything he's been doing? Chef Railsway Catering. He on here cooking it up. Episode 19 of the Beeline. Railsway Catering. Shout him out. Look him up. Instagram. Food, Dreads, Fitness. Get at him. All right. We pay some bills. Beeline. We have our very first podcast to podcast reaction today. I want you guys to give a warm welcome to Hatah and Jaye. Yay. That's the name of their podcast. That's the name of them themselves. Hatah and Jaye. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Yo, what's poppin'?
Oh, it's good, man. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I appreciate you guys reaching out. It's been great.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you for having us.
No problem, man. No problem. So real quick, let you guys shine a little bit, shout out your show, shout out what you guys like, some different things about yourselves or whatever. Go ahead, man, take the floor.
I'll let you go first.
Nah, you know it's always ladies first.
Of course. Well, I'm Jaye. We're a couple. We like to call ourselves a young-ish couple in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We have our podcast, Jaye and Hatah. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram. We're old, so we tend to go to Facebook more than anything else. And our email is at jayeandhatah@gmail.com. We like to call ourselves kind of like a funny yet mental health type of podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
So we talk about a lot of the issues. We're in our mid to not late, but just mid 30s.
Ooh,
and we like to talk about certain things like battling depression, when to stop helping people, when to be selfish, self-care, different topics like that. So also we like to give our opinion on things.
And another thing that we touch on a lot is probably music and movies, because we kind of do that a lot. So we kind of sit and debate about random dumb shit in music.
But who are you? Huh? You just started talking. Who are you?
Oh, my bad. You right. Hey, it's your boy. It's Hatah. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just get a little antsy and I just like to talk.
He does.
That's my bad.
That's okay. I always bring you back, babe. I bring you back.
There you go.
I got you.
Yo, it's fun. Isn't it fun doing it with like a couple? You know what I'm saying? Me and IT Tiff started this. It was a little bit, we didn't know if it was going to be like a challenge or whatever, but like it is fun. Like, it's something else you guys can do together, keep you guys in, in kind of a shared mind state and everything. It is kind of fun with your significant other or whatever, but that's awesome. I'm glad that that actually sounds pretty fun too, because usually when you hear people talking about like, mental health and things like that in their podcast, they're really serious. They got the little business suit on and their, doctor's degrees and you know what I'm saying? So it's like having somebody that's going to have fun with it and let people, experience it so they don't have to feel that kind of seriousness.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
See, I kind of look at it like if I fell into a lot of pit holes, myself. And if I can save you from a few of them, then I feel like it's my duty at this point to keep you from falling in the same shit that I done fell in.
Get you being inspirational.
I
and
know,
shit.
right? I'm growing.
Good, though. That's good though. That's what's up. Yeah. You actually touched on something very interesting. You know, one of the topics, the main topic that I definitely did want to talk about today was like you said before, Jay. You said Facebook. Kind of old, so we on Facebook. Yo, listen, ain't it crazy?
I don't know who's old. I don't use Facebook, so I guess I'm part of the young generation. You know,
Well, I think
Yeah.
I think Tiff,
probably in my like mid 20s.
yo, she live on a different planet than the one we on right now. I don't even know that she's there here. But yeah, man, people, you know, consider Facebook as something that's social media that's old. We're an older generation using Facebook now.
You guys are old.
Yeah,
That's
y'all
great.
old.
Yeah, I'm living the auntie life, so I've accepted it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have any kids of my own. You know, I'm the auntie that shows up late, probably drunk, and will tell you how she feels about you. But I'll still pray for you though. But so Facebook is just what I go to. It's easier for me. I have so much stuff that I'm already doing. I can't keep up with Instagram and Snapchat. I do like TikTok though. That's different.
I do too.
TikTok is different.
You get stuff
I'll
like
TikTok all day long.
I can't get them.
That's funny. And then an hour passes, you're like, what? Embarrassing.
Yeah, TikTok those catchy kind of things. Let me ask you guys something. Since you guys do have a podcast, where do you guys promote your name more than?
I mean, right now we primarily do it like on Facebook. You know what I mean? I'm trying to
Instagram.
understand. Yeah, Instagram. We need to catch up on Instagram. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's a better way. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just trying to navigate the waters because I feel like it has to be a better way than just Facebook.
Yeah, well, you know something? Facebook has actually been my best source of promotion as well. But I do it over Twitter. I do it over Twitter the least, I would say. Instagram, and I did just get into TikTok. I ain't dancing. You ain't gonna see your boy Brian B over there hitting them goofy little dances every damn. Are you dancing over there, Hater? Uh-oh.
I got him to do the which one was it? Was it Savage?
Yeah.
I got him to do the Savage. He did it wrong. First of all, he did it completely wrong. But he did it with me.
I mean, but I think it would be weird if I did it right. So
Come back right there. For sure. But I mean, I'm just trying to utilize like the things that are popular right now. And when we say things like Facebook is for the older generation. So it's like, okay, this is something, you know, I guess we're going to kind of just dive into the topic a little bit. Facebook and Instagram, you know, Instagram is newer. Facebook and MySpace, people, dude, yo, what am I, a dinosaur and shit? Yo, MySpace, remember MySpace? Tom, the little, you know,
Who's everybody's friend?
MySpace. Remember, pick your favorite 8 people and everybody else hates your ass because they're like, damn, I ain't your favorite. That was the friggin' beginning of all of this social media shit, yo. And it's like it drew out from MySpace to Facebook. Facebook was created because I believe it was the college students were trying to keep in contact with each other and talk and meet.
yeah, see, I'm gonna date myself a little bit because you know what I mean. I was on Facebook when Facebook was just plain and just dull as hell. Like you can only see like a handful of people, and you had to be connected with them people in some way, shape, or form to see them. And anybody else, it wasn't happening. And then I was like, "Oh, this shit is dumb." And then I came back like a month later. It was all different.
See, when I was on Facebook, you had to attend like a certain university, and because I was going to Baylor at the time. So if you weren't at a 4-year university, like community college students could not sign into Facebook. You had to have a 4-year university email address.
Yeah.
So that's me dating myself.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm a Facebook OG.
Yo, listen, there's a lot of people.
I learned y'all something today.
Yeah. But the crazy shit to me is like, you know, MySpace and Facebook and everything like that or whatever were basically that tool. It was like basically like you're over here to meet new people or, you know, keep up with school or even MySpace, you know, keep up with your friends and tell them what you're doing, take surveys, whatever. Like, you know, you got your little platform to share your pictures and shit like that or whatever. But it was like it was more like connected. But isn't it crazy how, like I'm saying, this is like the topic that I really want to hit on today. Instagram, the introduction of Instagram, I think kind of changed the game. And I don't know if anybody noticed it, like how I'm kind of analyzing it. But Facebook, of course, you had Facebook and you were able to, put your pictures up, go on vacation, go do a photo shoot, do whatever the hell you're doing, eating your food. You can't do shit without taking a picture of something now. But I mean, you do all of that, and then you build like a heavy fan base. You do like people see what you're doing. Oh shit, this person goes to Florida every 2 weeks. Oh shit, this person's in the Bahamas. This person's in Hawaii. Look at what they're doing. Look at this they live in. You feel me? You build a fan base off of some shit that you just over there trying to just like, spread what you doing. So then people liking it, they sharing it, they looking at it, they looking for it. You got all this different shit that's building your whole ego, your head, your emotion. You feel me? And I know I'm talking a lot right now, but like I said, I'm just trying to lay the structure of the conversation real quick. But
no, you good.
Facebook actually began that process, yo. I mean, you could say MySpace began it, but Facebook turned into Instagram. Go ahead, Jay. I see your face. Yeah, please debate on this shit, right?
No, I agree with you, because with Facebook, they found a way to monetize off of it and get ads. And then it's funny because right now with Facebook, yes, I like keeping up with my friends, but I use it more for networking and the actual groups than anything else now, especially if you're a business minded, you have your own business. I use that as a networking tool. And it's a lot easier for me to network, especially with those around my same age. I ain't afraid to say it, I'm 35. A lot of 35-year-olds kicking it on Facebook. A lot of my customers, a lot of our fan base are in the same age range, so that's where we tend to go. But yeah, Facebook is definitely the go. It's scary though. After watching that Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma, it's scary. I mean, I'm still logging on, but I'm just a little more careful with it this time.
Yeah. It really is interesting. Like if you sit back and you start to analyze like what's happening with people, and when I say people, I mean people all over, man. Younger people especially, because they're birthed into this, this world that we have now. Us, we adapted this. We knew what it was like to call your friends and to not know what the fuck people are doing for your whole life basically until you talk to them or see them. You feel me? Like, remember that shit? Like,
your phone would be gone the whole week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cell phone, because no one had a cell phone.
No cell phone.
They come back, you're like, where were you?
Yeah, we were in a whole different time, yo, and now we're experiencing so many different lives and so many different people, and we're gonna talk about the fake shit too. But you're experiencing so much information. You know what I'm saying? So much information, and you're sitting here, starting to structure your life to mimic it, I guess, or whatever, maybe. It's like the example that's being portrayed with Facebook and Instagram and now TikTok. TikTok is fucking completely taking over because, like Tiff, you said it best. It's short, it's fast, 1 minute videos. And you get people dancing, you get people doing this. And the two women here, Jay and IT Tiff, I'm telling you right now, I'm diving deep into women on this episode because I just got a lot to say. I got a lot to say.
Hey, come on.
Hater, you being quiet over there, man.
I don't know.
Hey,
that men don't try to do.
I'm just saying. I'm just waiting for the oop. Hey, you just throw me the oop. I got you, baby. I got you.
Wait, how do you feel about the progression of social media as far as like how I'm looking at it, like how I'm describing it right now?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I'm just recently getting back on. Like I spent probably about the last 4 years of isolation of social media. I mean, because I felt like for me, it was getting too much. I got tired of seeing, every day I log in to see people complain. You know what I mean? Like you get tired of the negativity to a point. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm cutting ties with everything. So I deleted my account, was like, yo, I'm never looking back. And I haven't. The reason that I've decided to get back on now is because we doing the podcast. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I felt like, she discussed it, that it's kind of weird for her to be the only face of the social media. So I felt like it was, in a sense, it was a duty for me to come back and do it again. But I'm completely in secret. So, I was like, I didn't go back to my old account, so I didn't want to drag all the old people that I've been avoiding. You know what I mean? I didn't want to drag them back in with me. So I created a new account and only made connections that I want to make and see the things that I want to see versus all the negativity around it.
Beautiful.
Gotta protect your energy.
Yeah, Tiff, you said also that you had Facebook too. So
Yeah, I
what
had Facebook for. I'm one of those people where if everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, I'm the one that's like, I'm never doing that. So
ain't that the truth?
I so I joined a little bit later when everything was already kind of set up, and I was at the end of high school and everyone's like, if this is how everyone stays in contact. So I was like, okay, I'll join. And then just like you were saying, just the toxic stuff going on or just the stupid stuff even. And
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person where the energy that I'm around, I start soaking it in. So there was just a lot of toxic people in my life. I'm also the kind of person that likes to help everybody. So I like just too much stuff, too much, just like you were saying. And I was like, I can't do Facebook. It's too invasive into my life for people to make stupid judgments. I don't even like them. And I don't like their life by the way they're talking. And so I just dipped out of there because just like you were saying, it got too much. I was sick of it. I never went back.
Hey.
He's there though. He
Yeah.
can have it.
Yeah, I live
It's
on
titled The Beeline. He can have it.
I live on it. But yeah, but you guys both made a really good point because the biggest thing that I'm trying to make in comparison here is like with MySpace and Facebook, like I said, they were built on like more of like connecting with people. Instagram got introduced, I don't know if there was anything else. I know Twitter was, in there too. But Twitter was still kind of like, remember when Twitter first started and you were like, at John Jacobs or whatever. And it was like, I'm sitting in my house eating spinach or some shit. It was so basic. Like, like 50 words. And it was just like meant to like, I'm going to the bathroom tomorrow or something. Like, I'm like, yo, listen,
like,
bro.
Quick thoughts.
Quick
Boom,
thoughts.
Boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
But Instagram was the first one that came along and was like, okay, this is strictly pictures. Show me what you're doing. Show me where you at. Show me where you with, whatever. So that gave people the imagery. It was no more about speaking, oh, I'm so mad at John because he did this or whatever today and shit. Now it was like, well, what are you doing? Where are you at? What you about? You know what I'm saying? What you look like? That's where everything really came into play. And you got the Instagram models. And then it just grew into this foundation where it was just like, now we're living in a world of, let me see how much I can show off. Let me see what I can do. Let me see how big I can be. And that's where I think that my perspective with this social media shit, even though I didn't see the social dilemma, which I really want to see, I can just understand it, man. I can understand the dangers of people's perceptions being completely manipulated by lies and deceit. You don't know people anymore. You have these fake images of what is supposed to be real or what kind of goals you want to obtain because you're looking at bullshit constantly in your pocket, on your computer, from your friends, whatever. And it's really difficult to kind of find the positivity in the shit anymore. For me, I'm be honest. Even though I love it because I love, networking, like you said, Jay. But how do you guys feel about the transition, man? Like what you guys see going on currently?
Well, see, I'm kind of on the same page with you as far as just Instagram. This is one of the reasons why I don't like Instagram because it's just pictures. You can put a picture up of anything with some Drake quote and sound like you're all intellectual and shit, and your mattress is on the floor in your bedroom. So I like Facebook because people are more expressive. But as far as what you were saying, where you didn't want to see any of the bullshit, any of the negativity, that's when you tailor who's on your friends list and who you see. And I'm the same way where it's like I protect my energy and what's around me. So if I don't want to see this person always talking about what drama they're going through, I hide them, I unfriend them, I block them. My Facebook now is filled with nothing but positive people, hustlers, money makers, legally. Well, some may not be legally, but that's a different story. They getting their money though. But just people who are, like-minded like myself. So now when I get online, it's not a daunting task to go on Facebook. It's actually hilarious. And then I also learn along the process. Yeah. But that's just how I, use it to my advantage.
Yeah. And that's the good. And I'm not trying to shout anything out or anything like that, but you also got to understand this too. Jay, you're mature young woman. You said you've been to college, you know what I'm saying? You've been down with Facebook and MySpace and shit before, a lot. See, the difference now is that we're kind of seeing, we have kids, we have kids. I got 3 nieces, a lot of girls in my family. So it's like I'm experiencing these teenage girls, man. Oh yeah, Hatah, you got kids too. So
he has a teenage daughter.
so you seeing what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I'm telling you, I already told my daughter. I know I'm gonna get a sidetrack real quick. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
I already told my daughter, one slip up, and I'm moving you to South America to a monastery on top of a mountain. And the only man you're gonna love is Jesus, your pawpaw, me, and your brother. And I'm changing your name to Sister Mary Kaya. I promise to God, that's gonna be her name. I'm with you because I worry about her. You know what I mean? Like, because I know the kind of dirt that I dug whenever I was her age. You know what I mean? I know the type of things that I got into with no social media, no cell phones. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine the type of foolishness that probably comes. And she got an iPhone 11, dog. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
But all I can do is just be like, don't be a dummy. You know what I mean? Like, I have to say it, but don't be a dummy.
You just said a mouthful though, because literally as a parent, that's really all you can do. Remember back, when the internet and stuff like that was really getting big, and we were younger, then or whatever. But a lot of parents were worried about, when you had chat rooms and shit. You get in the chat room and you go and talk to, hey, ASL, what's your guy? And blah, 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 this shit. And then you meet up a 50-year-old pervert over there pretending to be like a 14-year-old, little kid or whatever. And they trying to
Chris
meet.
Hansen.
Yeah, please. And then, you had all that. So your parents were over there worried about like, hey, don't talk to strangers in the chat room. Don't give out your information. That was the shit you were getting, back in the day.
You were in the chat room?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I was in the chat room.
That's great. Y'all were responsible.
We had a time period to be on a computer in my house.
I'm glad that your parents were in on that. That's very important for your parents.
I don't think the parents was probably in on it because they weren't even thinking about it was a thing. You know what I mean? So they probably just heard chat room from a friend, kind of like how people be like, oh, they just vaping. That's just something they hear in passing. They didn't know what it was. They were just like, oh, okay, it's supposed to be bad. So they just tell you, hey, yo, don't be over there where I heard it's bad at. They don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Just think my daddy got a cell phone. And I'll be like, dog, you don't know what you're doing with that. You just like, what are you doing? It's the same thing with a computer.
True.
For them then. But now we know. We know. Yeah. So that's the issue, is because we know what it was like when there wasn't no rules. You know what I mean? So we can only imagine what it is with the lawlessness of the internet and social media is now, because we know what it was like.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I stay into all the newest social medias, all the games that the kids are playing, just to really make sure I know what's going on. I don't want to be one of those people that are like, oh, you're playing whatever game, and then something happens and I don't realize it's from the game or from that social media. Yeah. That's why I'm like, let me just figure out what TikTok is. But then I got hooked. But anyway.
Because you don't know who little Timmy talking to on the other side of that mic. You know what I mean? You just never know.
He's talking to Joe.
The crazy shit is, bro, when they send in, the girls, and this is what I wanted to get into with like things like TikTok and stuff like Twitch and these different things. We had a guest on a couple episodes back. It was a musical guest. It was a guy named A Natural, and we kind of touched on this topic. He was kind of like promoting his album, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it that much. But we were talking about how, like, girls in games and stuff like that, they always played games and stuff like that when we were little, but guys were the ones who were mostly playing the Mortal Kombats and the Street Fighters and shit like that or whatever. Girls, they came in like, can I play? And you're like, oh, whatever, But now it's like, now you got the streamers that are literally making millions of dollars playing video games. And they're doing it so they can show people the game. They're doing it so they can just have fun and make money, I guess. But now you have women who are getting on these Twitch channels and these stream channels, and they're playing games and playing whatever they play, and they got the bra on, and they making sure the tits are done and the makeup is nice. So instead of having just people that are attracted to, hey, I like that game, I want to see somebody who's like a master at that game play it to the best of their abilities so I can see all the stuff that's in that game. Now people are being drawn to Twitch for Becky Sue. Here's a white man. I'll try to find the whitest one I can think.
When he comes up with random names, they are always the like oldest white
Becky
names
Sue. You understand?
ever.
Hey, yo, Becky, I see you on Twitch with your bra on, and that's what the guys are going for. So she'll have 3 million subscribers because she's playing Mario or some shit like that, and she ain't even playing it good. She sucks. But they watching her shit more than they watching masters that are playing like, you know, the best games that's out there. And it's just crazy to me, like the dominant effect that on social media, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, the women or the girls, because there's little girls out there doing this shit too. They're getting sexified, whatever you want to call it, to the highest degree, and they're trying to be a sexy. They put the little bra on and the little bathing suit or whatever, and they dance the little TikTok dance, and they make sure that they shake. And, yeah.
It's a bra.
I'm trying to tell you. And then they have 500,000 people liking their fucking video.
Okay, they do find different ways to show their booty though.
Yo,
Like just like you were doing. I don't know how they do
Little
some-
throw it back dance. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Bro.
I don't know.
I love that little dolphin dance.
Listen,
I do too. I just can't.
500,000.
Is that what it is?
I'm telling you right now, it's a crazy thing, man. Like, you know, as somebody who's got daughters and just looking at what, you know, they're selling. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you selling shit. You not selling that dance you doing. The people don't even care about that damn dance. If they do, it's very minimal until they start seeing the girls come on. Yo, Hatah, like you said earlier, bro, we dudes, man. You know what it is when you see like, you know, a beautiful woman, you like, damn, it's attractive, it's this and that.
I know that's right. I was waiting. I was like, what's he gonna do?
You know how it is.
I'm looking at him like, what they
You know how
about?
it is. But it's like, you know, it sucks that guys' mentality. I'm not going to say girls aren't either, but I'm saying more. I can see it, you know, in my perspective. Guys' mentality. You see a beautiful woman, very attractive, nice body, doing this or whatever, and then people just like, oh my God, let me just watch that all day. And you'll subscribe to that girl's channel who isn't doing shit, but just dressing pretty and shaking the titties around. And now you over here, that's your attention. This is what you getting. And then meanwhile, like IT Tiff has said, there's so many different creative people that's on there. And I'm talking about TikTok more than Instagram at this point. There's so many different I sit here and I'll watch in my damn truck when I'm at work, wasting time. I'll watch people restoring old, you know, knives and from the 1700s and shit for 4 hours. I'll watch that shit all day. I don't care. And I'll watch that shit. But literally, it'll be one girl on there for 1 minute, shaking the titties, and that's it. And motherfucker should have 700,000 subscribers. This motherfucker, he working his ass off and got 40. You feel me?
But I mean, that's kind of how the culture is. Everything is a popularity contest. I feel it's the same way in music. There are actually talented musicians, but who are they going to pay attention to? The Britney Spears, the Beyoncés, the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions. So I think it's just based on what you like. Because I'm the same way. I can watch HGTV. I can watch unboxing videos. I can watch whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, everyone, as far as women, they want attention. If they're monetizing on it, what's the easiest way? Oh, people tell me I'm pretty. Let me do a little cute dance in a cute little outfit and make some money. And I don't even have to leave my house. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If this was Jessica at 22, I'd probably be considering the same thing if I had to buy for it. But I mean, that's just, it's easy. And it's a popularity contest. It boosts the girl's confidence and she can make some money while she's sitting at home. So, I mean, I get it. I'm not saying it's right, but just like if guys want to make money, I always say this, girls tend to go to sex because it's easier. What do guys do? A lot of guys I know just start selling drugs. You know, that's just what they tend to go to. So women tend to go to sex because it's easier. Everybody wants some. And or especially if they can see it for free on TikTok, then why not?
And then they link to their OnlyFans. They're like, it's just $5 to subscribe.
It's just $5.99.
Just $5 though, just one time.
I definitely understand the process, yo. It's just like you said, Jay. You said, you know, they build their ego. So you building your ego. You got women sitting here completely just degrading themselves without even knowing they fucking doing that. So you over here selling your ass or showing your ass for the attention that you're getting from all the clicks of a fucking button that's coming your way. So as soon as them clicks start to fall down or whatever, or you realize like, yo, what the hell am I doing? If you realize it, or you may never realize anything else because you've been accepting of this little minimal position that you put yourself in. You put a little bathing suit on, shake your tits, and you got 5,000 people that like you all every day.
Okay, you don't have to wear all that to get that many likes. Like,
Listen,
I've seen
bro,
girls wearing way more clothes than that on TikTok. With a lot. You haven't been on TikTok that long.
Yeah,
I've been on there for a while. They be wearing clothes and still getting, I mean, because let's be honest, when you see a girl bouncing around and she's cute and stuff, it really don't matter if she's like not wearing anything at all or if she's wearing clothes. You're probably gonna watch her. You're a dude, you're like, oh, she's cute. I'm gonna watch the next one. Oh, look, she's so cute. I'm watching that. Especially if you're like a younger guy going through puberty and stuff, you know, because they say TikTok's for like the younger crowd. Yeah. I don't know how much that still holds true now, but I mean,
it took over.
Right, because now when I look at it, I'm like, every one of these people are like my age. But
it's true.
Originally, it was for the younger crowd.
Hatah, let me ask you a question, boss. So if you have, you know, you have, like you said, you have a daughter and you said you don't want to see your daughter doing anything like that. What would be something comfortable that you'd be like, you know, if you saw your daughter, and this is kind of an open question, but if you saw your daughter online, you were like, you know, okay, she does like getting into the trending topics like TikTok and posting on Instagram. What would be something you'd be like, yo, what can you do with that or help her do with those things that'll help build her instead of just mold her into just this acceptance of the trend? You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to tell her like, yo, whatever success you have, you got to kind of parlay that into something else. You know what I mean? I kind of look at it like as a stripper even. You know what I mean? Like if you just stripping the strip, you kind of just wasting time, right? But if you have a plan as a stripper and you saving your money and that's what you're using to go to school and you got a plan, yo, that's what you got to do. So that's what I would instruct her to be like, yo, as long as you got a plan. Now, as long as you ain't fucking on camera, you know, I got you. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like, if as long as you got a plan, if this is popping, this is something you want to do, you want to parlay that into acting, you want to be an anchor or something, you know what I mean? This is how you move. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. As long as you got a plan, because you got to know this is only going to last so long.
That's very true. That's a good point. That's a really good point, actually.
You have to educate your kids because if you don't, even if you try to shield them from everything, they are going to learn about it.
Yeah. They
are going to get into it. So if they can either go in with your knowledge or they can go in completely blind, following what everybody else is doing.
Let me ask you, like you said, like to that point also, you know what I mean? Like you have to set that expectation because you know they're going to sneak and do it anyway. So you just kind of got to trust that they will make the right decision because, you know, you've said and done the right things. You know, if you move a certain way, you can only expect your kids is going to move that way too.
Yeah, because I mean, I came from a strict household. You know, my mom, she was old school. You can't spend the night at no one's house. You can't do this. You can't do that. And there were a lot of things that she shielded me from so that when I did get out of her house, it was like a whole new world. And I was like, I want to try everything that's out here. And I feel like that was the worst thing. Shout out to my whole face, but that was the worst thing that I think could have happened because if I would have already had some type of knowledge or been like, okay, well, I know these things are happening. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but at least let me be aware. I think that would have actually set me up better than until I get to like 27 and I'm like, okay, I need to figure some stuff out because this is too much. But that's just my personal opinion.
You know what's up about that though? I mean, and like you just said, Jay, we actually have talked about this before too. Like, you got the parents that'll be like, oh, I'd rather them just drink in my house. At least they're not drinking in the street. I'd rather them smoke in my house. At least they're not smoking in the street. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, it's a two-way fucking street. Like, you don't want your kids out there like exploring stuff and, you know, getting into things that you're not sure of and stuff like that or whatever. You want to have them grounded. But at the same time, like you said, you don't want to have them so grounded that they can't experience shit. So, you know, wild lifestyles and stuff like that, when you do get released into the open, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for every goddamn piece of fun that you can get into. I've said that a million times. I was wild as fuck when I was a kid. I've talked about it 1,000 times on the show. IT Tiff, you know, babe, you wasn't really as crazy, but you had your experiences and stuff like that in life too. But it's just, you know, it's a hard road, man. But it's like now, that was just us getting out. You know what I'm saying? Now these kids just are able to look at their phone and they experience a whole bunch of shit in 5 minutes. Things that we experience, you know what I'm saying, through a time period, they're experiencing with a couple videos, a couple of YouTube videos, a couple of TikTok videos, a couple of girls. My son is freaking 9 years old and he can get on his phone right now and see girls shaking their, you know, bodies and stuff like that or whatever. Bam, introduction. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what kind of instruction that's going to come from after that, or what message that's going to bring to him, or level that's going to put him at. But
it is a dangerous, you know, time period that we're going in with social media. It's promoting this quick idea of fame, of, you know, being able to monetize yourself based on your skills, mostly your looks. And it's really difficult because, you know, what is that teaching kids about how to get self-esteem? What is it teaching them about confidence? You know, now, you know, I was just thinking about it. If you have a kid, they're looking at, they're like, oh, I want to be famous. I want people to like me too. They're doing the same thing. They're not getting any likes, or they're getting less likes. And then, you know, their self-esteem starts dropping because they're not getting the same amount of stuff that everybody else is getting. And that's what they think they're supposed to be doing to get this love, to get this attention.
You just freaking mapped up everything I'm like thinking in my head. Like, exactly. Like, that's what I mean, man. Like, people are looking at this shit like you're supposed to be doing this. Like, you're becoming a damn, you know, a label or a sponsor or whatever. Like, you're becoming something that, oh, this is your worth. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you are. How many pictures can you post and get 5,000 likes? What can you do so you can get 5,000? It's like American Idol and shit. Like, you're getting judged every day with everything you do. And you can't really take it away because it's a part of it's a part of society at this point, man. You know,
because everybody's fighting for your attention. You know, that at the end of the day, that's what it is. Everybody wants your attention, right? So it's just depending on how you spend it and how you use it. You know, just like we use, you know, social media to network and to advertise, right? So, like I tell my daughter, yo, I get that you see it, I get that you like it, but don't mean you have to do it. You know, you have, like I said, you just have to be smart. Like, if you temper expectations before you let them out in the wild, then you don't have to worry about them running wild. You know what I mean? Like, but if you just never tell them about nothing and just say, yo, the sky is blue, that's all you need to know. Yeah. And then you let them out, and then they see it's nighttime and everybody partying and dancing and jigging, then they're gonna be like, yo, my mama lied to me. Everything she said is a lie. So she gonna question everything that you say and then do the exact opposite because now you're a liar.
But then also, I think what plays an important role is, like, nowadays, people just throw tablets at their kids, throw cell phones at their kids. They're too busy to deal with their kids. I think if you spend time, not just necessarily kids, but if you just spend time with them and, you know, have conversations instead of just, you know, the kids are on their phones, the parents are on their phones, the aunties and uncles, everybody's on their phones. But if you actually sit there and talk, have those moments where, okay, we're putting the phones away. We're, you know, actually getting to know what that person, because my thing is, my mom always worked 2 or 3 jobs. I was always by myself. I was always to myself. And it was literally just me and whatever friends I was hanging with at the time. So if I was going through something, I couldn't even get my mom's attention because she was too busy providing for us. And I mean, I love her for that because that's what she's supposed to do as a parent. But I do feel that if I would have had more attention, or if other kids out here that I see, if they were getting more attention from their parents and actually being seen, especially if they're trying to, because kids will give you hints if something is going on. And you kind of have to pay attention and be like, wait a minute, let me check in and make sure my baby's all right. Let me make sure my niece is all right, my nephew's all right. I think if we do more of that, because we are the generation that we're used to not having this around, we're the ones that can actually teach them.
Yeah.
And I think that's where some of the blame does fall on the older generation, the older ones, because we know what it's like. So we can't just let them kind of run rampant without at least trying to give them advice. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do, but you can only do so much.
Because you don't want them to seek that attention elsewhere on social media and gather the wrong attention. You know what I mean? So you say you just got to lay the foundation that, yo, this is, you got to know what to do.
Yeah, yeah. Parent, it shows you just how important parenting is, especially in this time period. Like you just said, it was definitely important back in the day when we were growing up. But now there's so many different, we had what, TV, you know what I'm saying? The kid around the corner, you know what I'm saying? Now you have an influence in your pocket, 5,000 influences at the drop of a dime. Like, anybody can just see something and be entertained and go a certain way. Or like you said, Tiff, just completely just, be crushed because oh, my friend Jenny has 50 likes on her pictures, but I have 4 on mine. So now you got this girl who's like, or guy. I keep saying girl, but it's both. And you've got people that are just completely like, following stuff that, they shouldn't even be paying attention to, but they don't know that because they're not getting taught or helped. Let me ask you guys something real quick, because, you guys do a lot of mental health. With this conversation alone, have you guys, came across people who are dealing with certain things as far as like maybe too much social media or things we're talking about now? Like we feel like I feel like I'm not important because I see people around me doing stuff and I'm just like not doing anything. Or you guys have conversations like that? I don't want to do personal shit, but
Dog, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you because it's funny. Dog, we just let a guy go at my job because he couldn't get off his phone.
for real.
Yo, like he played video games all day. Like he would be on Facebook all day, and like you would catch him for like 3-4 hours just on his phone.
Yeah.
And like, yo, he's like 50 years old. So it's not just kids, you know what I mean? It's grown people that gets addicted to being on social media. Like he got fired, literally got fired because he just could not put his phone down.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. The fact that you said he's 50 on top of everything is like even more of a. It's weird because I definitely understand the addiction, but at the same time, like you're gonna. I guess addiction becomes the problem when it starts to halt your life, your livelihood, or whatever. So that's some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, well, I won't say who it is, but someone very close to me. They're single, and they're on Facebook or they're on Instagram, and they're like, "Oh, all these people are in relationships and this and that." And I'm like, "Girl, having them relationships are toxic as fuck. Don't even pay attention to it." And then what happens? 6 months later, they're with a new person, or they broken up. They stop posting pictures, and just like you said, everyone can pretty much create whatever life they want you to see, forgetting that some people know you in real life.
Exactly.
So my thing is, I take everything on Facebook with a grain of salt, from news to status updates. The only thing, I barely believe birthdays anymore, but it's just people are always going to put their best face forward because you don't want everybody in your business. Oh, I'm at the hospital. Please pray for me. Don't ask no questions. Just pray for me. What?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I just feel that, it's kind of like with just people in general, just don't believe the hype all the time. Everyone is going through their own issues, but no one's going to put it out on Front Street. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, when they are sitting there and their mattress is on the floor, I've seen that too many times. So you just can't. I mean, but it is what it is, though.
Yeah, it is like you just said. It is what it is, yo. Because I'll tell you right now, we talking all the shit in the world about it. I wouldn't give it up. I love social media. I love it, but I do understand the damaging aspects of it. And like you said, Jay, you saw that. I keep going back to it because it's just the newest thing, and I guess it's like I've heard it's a really good documentary to kind of help people understand like where the fuck we going with this shit, yo. Like the understanding. I was even hearing something on the like the algorithms for Google and things like that or whatever. You're not even getting true information off of these things anymore. You're actually getting fed based off your interest, based off your location. They're not even telling you like true shit. You're getting a couple of search bar first things that pop up. You're clicking on something and you're taking that shit for gold, like. But then you find out like, oh no, but that's not it, because it's just giving you shit based off what you've been looking through or whatever your profile is.
Or whatever your viewpoint
That's
is.
crazy. Yeah.
I told my sister the other day, the dangerous thing about our time period is like all the information.
Yes.
You could find all these videos that are only on your side. But then if you really wanted the other side, you could find that too. You would just have to look for it.
Yep.
And there's all these people like she was watching this one video about this lady that's saying baldness is because of a heart condition. So then she was messaging me and she was like, daddy has bald, like he's balding or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, there's so many other like things that tie into that. I used to take medical classes and stuff. So, and I'm like considerably older than she is. So, you know, she's a lot younger. And I'm like, yeah, but also this, like all these things. And she was like, well, yeah, but like all that time.
But it's on the internet.
Yeah.
You gotta
like,
be, you gotta be true.
Wrong. Like the lady's not wrong in her video, but her 1 minute video was just about how this equals this. And that's not really how the world works like that, you know. But it's hard to find people in this time period that because they're just like, I saw it. It's real. It's on the internet.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Okay.
What we was looking at, what was the news? What was the big ass news? Even though we had, oh shit. Yeah, I got to do it real quick, y'all. I almost forgot about it, but I'm going to do it real quick. We got this thing over here at the Beeline, and I got to talk about COVID, maybe running wild. 19, COVID Mania 19. You know, the big news is always COVID Mania. But I'm saying, we was looking at Cardi B, right? Cardi B, you said something about Cardi B earlier. Cardi B is
my girl.
A big trend, you know, this last couple years. But the big news was Cardi B is getting a divorce from Offset. Oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had a couple of things where, you know, she was, you know, breaking up with him the last time and she got back together with him. Then now she's getting a divorce. Why is she getting a divorce? You got a million news sources. He's cheating. He got a baby with somebody else. He got this and that. I don't even know what's true because I didn't really look into this
All
shit.
of it. Oh, sorry.
But now you got the news. She's taking him back. Oh, she's taking him back again.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, she's taking him back.
Taking it back.
Dang, man. I was like, go, Cardi.
I'm trying to understand, you know what I'm saying? Because for some reason, like you said, Jay, you said Cardi B is your girl. I don't got an issue with her. I even understand why people like her. But the crazy shit is, this woman is a dominating figure in the limelight right now. And I'm not saying you have to be a damn spectacle or a spokesperson for, you know, good morals and values and shit like that or whatever. But I just feel like, what are people looking at this point? Like, what is accepted as this is what I want to see all the time? A loudmouth girl, and probably just because I'm kind of from that area, so I know about it. But it's just like I've known so many girls that was just like Cardi B, and in my fucking mind, I would never imagine one of them would be standing up in front of a screen and getting the most attention over everybody.
I think that's the beauty of it though, because she's so different, but yet everyone knows someone like her. And the fact that she fucks up just like everyone else. She even made a statement. She was like, I mean, he brought me a Rolls Royce and it's hard not having no dick, and it was my birthday, so I took him back. We just have a fucked up relationship like some of y'all do out here. It's just on a different level. She's not lying. You know, she owns who she is. And a lot of the industry, the society wants you to believe that you should fit in this one box. No, Cardi B can be a loudmouth and she can make millions of dollars. And if she wants to show her body, she can do that. If she doesn't want to, she used to be a stripper, she glorifies that. That's her business and that's her life. And she can do that unapologetically. And that's what I love about her, because you got to admit her confidence is on a whole different level.
Me and Jay about to go tit for tat on the Cardi B situation. But look, this is my issue with her, because at the same time, man, this is gonna be a bad one here. At the same time, you can kind of say the same thing about a lot of guys who do shit too, but guys get demoralized for anything. If you say something the wrong way,
so women don't.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not about comparison. It's definitely not about comparison. But one thing I will compare, Cardi B came out and sat here and said, I used to drug dudes and rob them after I slept with them. She came out and admitted, like you said, she's real. She respect you being real. But the fact is, it's just like, you want equality and everybody wants to be like the same and treated fairly and shit like that or whatever. But it's like Cardi B can get out here and recklessly do whatever she would like, and she gets no kind of repercussion from her actions. And that's what I think the problem is. It's like, you know, even with the thing, you can do whatever you want in your relationship. You can do whatever you want, you know, for your fucking status, whatever you want. But it's just like when you can just always say something, always do something, always feel like, you know, you can just, you know, put yourself in Front Street and be that person for everybody. But then there's nothing coming back for it. It's like, where the hell is the limitation, yo? Where are the people that's, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Rick Ross did say I put a Molly in her drink and she didn't even know it, and I had my way with her and she didn't even know it. He said that in the song. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, Cardi says some stuff and she's owned up to it. She's not the only one though. But I feel like because she's a woman and everyone's like, oh, women should be like this and like that. But what sells? Sex sells. You know, like what Cardi B is selling. And also Cardi B is not necessarily for men. She's really for women. So it's not for you to necessarily get it, but a lot of women get it.
I wish women got, I don't know, man. I don't know.
And it's okay for you not to agree with it because she's not for you. Yeah. And that's all right.
Let me say it like this. Yo, I kind of understand where you're coming from because I look at it like kind of how you look at it. Like, I know females that talk loud, talk reckless, and just say ignorant shit like Cardi B do. You know what I mean? So we also have a bias against it. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie. When Cardi B first came out, I was like, yo, this shit's dumb as hell. And I wouldn't listen to her one fucking day in my life. And then Bickenhead came out. And then I was like, yo, I kind of fucks with it. And then I kind of listened and I kind of understood, like, yo, but you got to understand, she came from reality TV. A lot of the shit that she do is just for attention. It doesn't necessarily mean that she is this way when ain't nobody looking. And that's kind of how I look at social media. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else, they put out what we hope that we understand. They hope, you know what I mean? Like she said, Cardi B ain't necessarily for me, but I kind of fucks with it. But
and that's kind of like Megan, because Megan made a statement where, you know, everyone's used to seeing her shaking her ass and wearing little shorts, but whenever she's not, literally people are like, okay, where are your shorts? Why are you covered up? Why are you talking about this? Why are you singing about love? No, talk about the stuff you usually talk about. She's an entertainment business, so she has to make money. So she has to do what she needs to do to make her money.
As that person, I mean, we can go even further back. Look at Little Kim. Shit, look at her. She was like, you know, the damn, you know, pioneer of that. Well, no, fuck that. Look at Madonna. You know, let's go even further back. You feel me? Those are the kind of people who were really sitting there, who starting those trends. Boy George, people, Prince. You know what I'm saying? People were starting those trends of being racy and sitting there showing out as much as they can because, you know, it stood out. So it's like I do understand that aspect of it and shit like that. For me, it's just more like, you know, like you said, I even like her music. I'm not even a fucking hater of Cardi B. It's just, it's getting to the point where it's like, you know, that WAP song came out and people were over there like, oh, I can't believe that people are letting their daughters listen to this. She's supposed to be she's supposed to be a fucking role model. I don't think she's supposed to be a role model. I don't think any fucking musician is supposed to be a role model. You know what I'm saying? You want a role model, look at your teacher, look at people who are important, you know, to society and shit like that. Don't look at fucking somebody singing in the ass, you know, out and titties out. Used to be a stripper and glorified.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's real hard knowing that my daughter like that song. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I know it. I know she ain't listening to the Kids Bop version of it. You know what I mean? I know she watching the video on YouTube.
Not yours in this house.
And I'm just like, it be songs that we be listening to in the car, and I just be like, yeah, you hope you don't know what that means. But that's kind of how, you know. Again, you know, you just gotta hope that people.
But I mean, when I was her age, I was listening to Little Kim. I bought her hardcore album when it first came out. I listened to Foxy Brown. You know what I mean? It's just another generation, but the information is so widely available and literally at your fingertips at 24 hours a day.
You know how hard it was sneaking and listening to Blowjob Betty.
About Too Short.
Oh! I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. I know that ain't no artist. I've never heard no damn Blowjob.
No, it's Too Short.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't heard that shit. Yeah, oh yeah, me too, man. I was over there, you know, I remember when Eminem came. Remember Eminem's first shit came out? And his EP he did or whatever. Yo, that was one of the craziest fucking albums I used to listen to before I went to school every day. Got dressed and I'm listening to rip your eyelids off and stab you with kids watching and all this other crazy. I'm like, God damn. And my mother and them right in the next room listening to me listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So music is raunchy and shit.
It's funny you say that because we was talking a couple of days ago about that. Like, yo, like what I know now, you know, my parents should have known I was probably depressed as fuck as a kid.
I was
like,
going through something.
You know, listening to Linkin Park and then, you know what I'm saying, Last Dance with Mary Jane and shit. I'm like, dog, somebody should have came and checked on me.
Yeah, for real.
I love that shit. You guys said that you guys on your podcast, you guys talk about music and movies and stuff too, right? I'm noticing your shirts. I'm liking y'all damn shirts, man. The Friday scene. What?
Yeah. They're made by me, polished custom tees. You know, I make shirts. You know, I have my own hustles or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Nice collab.
So yeah, but we definitely we are music heads. You know, we constantly have an argument over. Wait, they're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a conversation about who's the king of the South. And then we also went, you know, had a little back and forth over Boosie versus Lil Wayne, and then we talk about a bunch of different stuff. But tell them who you said your top rappers are in Atlanta. Top 3.
2 Chainz for sure, and then $2 Fabo is number 2 rapper of all time coming out of Atlanta, and then I guess T.I. could go like number 3.
Yeah. All right. First off, your boy Brian B. I'm in Atlanta, but I ain't from Atlanta. So I'm from Jersey. So my perspective, like I said, Cardi B.
Y'all got a different type of hip hop out there.
Yeah, I'm New York hip hop all the way, but it's like for if I had to talk about the South, like, you know, I always bring this conversation up. When people talk about rappers from the South, somebody who don't get the credit that he definitely deserves, Luda. Yo, Luda is a fucking beast, bro. You know, he always has been, as far as making hits, not even just lyrically, because he can spit too, but hits. Luda is a fucking animal, yo. T.I.
visual content.
Yeah. Luda was fucking animal. He never gets the props that he deserves. You said some interesting shit. Boosie versus Wayne. I don't even know if that shit can be in the same sentence.
I don't know, dog. Y'all better put some respect on Boosie.
No, Boosie is, you know, he's a king of his own, but I can't.
Yeah.
Wayne all day.
Yo, you gotta, and I'm talking about Wayne. I go back listening to Wayne back to fucking Juvenile and Hot Boys and shit. Like that was me.
Bling.
Yeah. Every time I come around and say, yo, listen, I used to stay listening to Wayne. When he came out that Fireman shit, remember that Carter 3 album? Listen,
it's just the best.
That whole album. Then he came out and he really started doing the freestyle shit on them DJ Khaled shits. Then he came out
with mixtapes.
Yeah, Wayne is a fucking monster, bro. I don't know if I can compare that shit.
Put some respect on Dwayne Carter.
I mean,
please say the baby.
The boy is good.
You wore a Lil Wayne for president shirt the other day. Don't play. I made.
We might need him. I'll tell you that shit.
Anybody.
Please say the baby.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about rappers, my favorite rappers of all time is fucking Method Man and Redman. All time, I put Method and Red up anybody. I'll tell you right now.
Method Man he's a very talented young man. I will say that.
Meth was always like the scrawny dude and shit like that coming up back in the day or whatever. But now he over there killing the weights. Meth holding this game.
I ain't gonna lie, I was an old Dirty fan. Like out of everybody up there, just give me a little Dirty.
Dirt McGirt?
Yeah. Black Baby Jesus.
Yeah. He was interesting. He's one of them characters that, like, you know, even though if he wasn't gonna have like the most lyrical, you gonna listen to his shit and be super entertaining, yo. That's what I loved about ODB, man. I love me and Mariah, go back like babies and fans of fire. What? Hey. Baby, I got your money. Yo, ODB was my boy, bro. But we big on music. If you guys check out the channel, you see we got a lot of I guess we got my cousin's coming on. My cousin Glenn, he's actually dropping an album next week. He's gonna come on and talk about that. But yeah, we got a lot of music on the channel, man, for sure. You know, you guys
I just want to run in public and just scream, "Ooh, baby, I like it raw."
Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, we love it. Yo, but we really appreciate you guys coming on and talking with us about, these things I've kind of had on my mind or whatever. I definitely want to talk to you guys about some more things as well. Like, I love this, how long have you guys been doing your podcast?
About
2.5 months.
Yeah, probably about 3 months or so.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, shit.
20.
We started in June. Actually, who came up with the idea? Who came up with the idea to do it?
It was I. Actually, we were starting a YouTube channel first, and I kept telling him, because I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and I was like, I feel like we need to do a podcast instead. That way we can, because YouTube, you have so much you can say. They kind of want to watch what you say, and I like to live my life unedited and unfiltered. So when I finally got him to sit down and do a podcast, he was like, oh yeah, I fucks with this. So now we concentrate mainly on the actual podcast.
Yo, YouTube was a lot of fucking work, dude. like damn, all that editing was like shit.
Yeah, bro. I do this shit every week. I mean, one of the things, that's what I had to learn too, because I do all the editing for every show and everything like that or whatever. And like you just said, man, like I wanted to do a podcast. I actually had a podcast idea 10 years ago. And that's where the Beeline started. And I just never did it. So it's like I finally, with the whole COVID mania, the whole COVID shit, I was like, man, listen, let me just start doing it, bro. And I got a camera and I got the YouTube. And I put it together. I was like, yo, I want people to see it. I want it to be a little bit more visual so they can see my crazy ass wilding out. But I love it, man. I love it. Like I want to do more, but it's a lot of fun doing this shit, yo. Like you said, a platform to speak freely. Like if YouTube censor me, they gonna fucking censor me because I speak. I don't care. I speak. But yo, Jay and Hatah, yo, it's been great meeting you guys.
Thank you for having us.
On. Yeah, yo, we'll love to come and do your show and talk about, whatever topics you guys got trending. Please send me information. We're gonna link it so people can get to know you guys. You guys see they're funny, man. You
man.
You guys got a lot of character.
Really funny.
Yeah, that damn them t-shirts right now that y'all rocking right now. Like I'm telling you, I definitely will talk to y'all later.
I got y'all.
Hey, fuck with your boy.
You don't make the shirts.
Hey, I give inspirational assistance
You're
from the couch.
That matters. I gotta stick with the brother though.
That's right, baby.
I hold the couch down very well.
Thank you, baby. I couldn't do it without you.
I know, right? Hey, I appreciate y'all for having us on, and we definitely. Hey, hit me up though. I got you. Definitely,
bro. We got each other's information and everything. Leave me y'all information. I'm gonna put everything in the description of the video. Beeline. Here we go. We got another one, and we're gonna be wrapping it up. And thank you guys so much for watching. As you guys know, we just hit 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. We was on a road to 100 for a little while, and it finally got there. So Rails Way Catering, check them out. If you guys need any food for any events or anything like that, check out Hatah and Jay podcast. And until next time, we're gonna stay true, stay positive, pay attention. Your boy Brian B. I.T. Tiff will holler. Beautiful.